Ain't that some annoying bullshit? Yeah, I'm not really sure what would have caused me to start dropping frames there, but I have a pretty good suspicion that it's just Twitch servers because I've been pretty good all week, haven't had any frame dropping, and I've been streaming pretty steady. And settings haven't changed or anything, so if I had to guess, it would just be server load. And I mean, is it Sunday? It is a weekend, so I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. Yeah, so I think that's all it is. I'll scale it back up tomorrow. Okay, home slice. Oh, just missed it. Whenever enemies that can heal themselves are like about to charge up, if you don't get them before they start the animation, it'll still activate. So I thought that was an intentional WW. Like a get wicked. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, that's one of the things I wish they would patch in the game is fixing the stun breaking. So, like, if I can kill him quick enough, wow, I could have stopped him from summoning. I'm hoping to get another Ring of Luck. Don't get greedy. Alright, so... Dirty rotten finger. Whenever I think rotten finger, I think dirty rotten finger, which makes me think of this bonus track on one of the Blink-182 albums. It's like Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. That's like that's when I stopped listening to them, basically. And it's like talking about fucking grandpa, like grandma fucking grandpa. That's pretty gross. But yeah, then that makes me think of Tom DeLonge being a UFO guy, and makes me laugh. I have a borderline morbid fascination with conspiracy theorists. I find them to be some of the most entertaining people. I think they need to make a Twitch for crazy people, where it's just crazy people spouting their thoughts. And like you go into it knowing that they're crazy. Oh no, wait, they do have that. It's called InfoWars. Oh, come on. Sometimes the combos don't register because they just lean out of the range, and that is pretty annoying as well. I wouldn't be opposed to it if they had a system where like enemies responded to being slashed at and stuff. So you'd be like, oh, well, I clearly like missed him, you know? But when they have a hitbox, it's like, well, you could at least, I don't know. Jesus. Getting a workout here. Yeah, exactly. You got it. You hit the nail on the head. And I think I like conspiracy theories to the extent as like a curiosity. You know, like there are true conspiracy theories out there. Like people who talked about MK Ultra were like touted as being like just lunatics for years, and then they were like, oh wait, the government actually was dosing people on LSD and making them think they were being followed and all this shit. So there is some truth to certain things, but I think conspiracy theories in general are like, you got too much time on your hands, man. There's bigger problems out there. But my new world order, come on, open your eyes, sheeple. Come on, big boy. Oh shit. Too late. Oh shit. I am going down. There's no way I'm getting out of this one. Fuck. I was close. I was close. I almost made it. Nap time for Cal Mac. Oh, yeah, I talked a little bit about it yesterday. I talk about it every day, but the day-night cycle in this game is insane. It's like I've been on for like an hour and it's been night this whole time, and it'll be night for another like at least an hour. It depends when I came into the cycle, I guess, but I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be night for another 2 hours. There's some days where I've been playing where I like play for like 4 hours and I'll be like, what the hell? It's been night this whole time. It's like, I understand the realism thing, but you're like, Jesus. That's good. Whenever you get an angry customer, you just put him on the line and he's like, oh, you think this is a big deal? Wait till you find out about the New World Order controlling your minds. That shit's funny. Crap. I'm gonna maybe walk over down this way and see what kind of level of enemies are spawning. I might have a little bit better luck of clearing out a little bit more. Right now, as it stands, I'm just waiting here for things to spawn, and that's not super interesting. Yeah, I'd love them. I mean, like, the thing is like, it'll always reach a point with me where I'm like, all right, enough's enough, guy. Like, you're just gonna go on and on like a broken record. So I've heard all I need to hear. I know where you're coming from, and I don't agree with it, but you know, good for you, buddy. But up until I hit that point, I'm like, what is this guy's worldview? Let's see what he's all about, you know? And I kind of just like riding the crazy train for a while. I get off at my stop long before it crashes into something. I like to just hop on for a little ride, a little scenic tour. I don't know what causes the guy to spawn here. I don't know if it's like somebody having the quest, or if it's like just like spawns like certain times a day or something. What's that sound? Oh, it's the water. This is the waterfall into the desert. You know, I could just pop through into here and that takes me to the desert. If I want to just go grind levels. I don't know if I do, though. I want to find some things and kill them. The areas are instanced, but it's not like an extreme case of instancing. Basically, like, generally speaking, you're not going to have a full, like, server load of people within an area. So quite often, I think a lot of the areas will only have like one. They call them shards in this game, but they'll only have like one instance. Whereas like the main starter town, this is what I'm talking about. These are the shitty wargs I was looking for. The ones that I can just dominate. Thanks.
Yep. Are you doing these for your quest?
Yeah, just trying to knock out the ones that I can actually handle at this level.
You mind if I tag along? We could probably do most of them if I
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Shoot me an invite.
So takes me fucking forever to kill them.
Yeah, I've honestly like I'm like halfway to 17 right now, and I'm still like, oh my god, this is like pretty heavy duty to solo.
Yeah, oh shit! I didn't even think. Now we're gonna get 2 of them.
Oh yeah. Well, here.
Oh, we'll try it once. If it's even worse, then just let me know.
I think it'll be all right. I can take them out relatively quick at this level.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, you do. Oh fuck yeah, we can do all. Please,
the ones over on the other side of the town by the ship's needle are a lot harder than these ones, so they're a bit more difficult. I was soloing them, but very like if more than one thing spawned on me at once, I was just like dead. Yeah, like this one's a higher level, but I won't have a problem with it.
I'm getting a shit ton of experience too with you.
Let's see what I'm at. 249. Yeah, because within a party you get the XP chaining.
Oh shit. I'm getting 480 experience per fucking.
Oh, that's good.
Kill here. And they're just chaining. Oh, this is wonderful, bud.
Yeah, if you can get up to like a 1.6 chain and keep it going, it's pretty great. Ooh, I need this dude. This guy might kill us.
Yeah. Oh, fuck him. We got him.
All right, let's give it a whirl.
Oh, yeah, bud. Easy.
Shit. It's his wargs that he spawns that get me. Oh, shit. I just gotta kite him for a second until my shield's back.
You're good.
Oh no,
I'm
you
trying
got
to
some
heal
on
you,
you.
but I can't.
Oh no. Ah. I should add my other shield equipped.
Shit.
That's all good. I just used the Vive mic. Yeah, I should add my other shield equipped. That guy, like, me and a couple other higher level guys were trying to do it, and we're just like, nope. We'll wait a few levels. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
How many more do you need?
I'm
good on the armored wargs. I'm good on wargs. I need runic wargs, elder vulps, elk, and stag.
I'm good on the wargs. Yeah, I need elder vulps, runics, elks, and stags. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's see what we can find. Actually, over here, there's some runics that usually spawn. Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah, I do like noise gating and some compression and stuff on it for the stream, but generally speaking, just like the Vive mic. I had to adjust some gain settings in it, whatnot, and I've got a little wind cover on it, but It's not bad. It's just the heavy breathing that it would pick up if I didn't have noise gating. I hate when you go to like grab something off your belt and it doesn't work. And you're like, where is it?
I do it all the time. This crap.
It's like where the horn spawns.
Turret, whatever it is.
Yeah. There's usually a couple runic wargs spawn up in here. And there's one up on the hills there. Alright, thanks for dropping in, Merc. Talk to you later.
Do you ever get ring more than +10?
I got a +10 wisdom, and I got 2 of those, and I got a ring of luck, which it just says ring, whatever, but it gave me 75 luck. And apparently the ring of luck is like what you want if you're looking for good drops. So you got to get like a couple of those. So that was a pretty sweet drop for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's weird because like the wisdom ring says exactly how much it's giving you, but the luck one doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are the only ones I've gotten though. I think there's probably like 3 or 4 different types of rings in the game, but those are the only ones I got. This guy's probably gonna attack. Look at that one coming from all the way down there. He just gave up. That's funny.
Fuck it, too long.
Yeah. That's too much of a walk. Yeah, where you actually grab the Ithacac, like bones or whatever is over here. I don't know where the guys. There used to be like every time I came up here, there was something. Isn't one up here, but usually there's a runic warg up here. So I don't know.
Huh? Is obsidian worth anything in this game?
I don't know because I found one once and I
know
was
you
like,
can.
Yeah. Just kind of.
There's some right there. There's 2 right there.
Well, let's each grab one.
I don't know if it's even worth getting.
I guess it's better to have it and just throw it in your stash than to not have it.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty. Is that the quest you're on right now?
What's that? Obsidian or something?
Oh no, I was just
No, I
talking
don't
to
have that.
one of the
I
guys
thought
in my chat. There is like an Ithacac quest where you gotta like take some drank and then go on a hallucinatory trip through these woods, and that's where it leads. That's pretty good. Cool. I can give you a hand with that when you hop on, dude. It's not a bad quest. You can actually kind of like just speed run it. You don't have to really deal with most of the enemies, because you can kind of skip around the outskirts and avoid most of them. I actually found it was kind of better to do it when I was under leveled, so that the XP I got from it was a little bit better in terms of like character progression. Oh, sweet. One just spawned in right there.
There we go.
Nice. What the hell? Oh, you soft. I'll do this warg first. I think it'll summon both of them, but why can't I get over that? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I'm getting a workout today.
Yeah, no shit. There's one.
Yep. I'm just gonna hit him and then kite him back a bit. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Well, I guess maybe back into that central plains or whatever.
Sure. I know when I was out running around, I found a camp of them, but I don't remember if they're too high.
They probably were. I find most of the stuff in this area is high level beyond like this first little section.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly repair while I'm over here. I didn't do it the last time I went down.
Yeah, might as well do the same.
I don't really know if durability actually affects like the efficiency of an item or if it's just like the working or broken status.
Just got an invite from a guy to join his group. I don't know why.
Weird.
Huh.
Who's in this area? There's nobody. It's just the one guy that's been sitting there since I came on today.
Yeah. Is his name Boom?
No.
Nope.
That's weird. Oh, maybe it's these guys?
Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck.
Oh well. Fuck it. How many more runics do we need? I only need one more runic warg.
That? Oh. Fuck. I need like fucking 11.
Alright, I'll kill whatever ones we see.
Well, it's up to you if you want to keep going. You call.
It doesn't matter. It's all XP.
True.
These guys are probably going to attack. We'll see. If they don't, we'll ignore them. Yeah. I repaired some. Maybe let's try these Vulps. Elder Vulps. As long as we don't get like 2 of these at the same time, it should be okay. Oh. least you can see the domes on these ones. Those ones that are in the first dungeon are the worst. The domes are just so bugged.
Oh shit. Oh, there's so much experience though.
Yeah. I just got another rune mage. Nice. I burned through those reagents so damn fast. I love teleporting places, so I'm just like, oh, I'll just use all 16 of these rune mage reagents today.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man. I fucking hate running places.
Well, especially when you're like, oh, I gotta run from here to the rainforest. Yeah, screw that. All right. Shit.
Oh, item. Fuck, sweet, rotten finger.
I think maybe the stuff along this lower section here might be a bit lower level, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Need these guys.
Yeah.
They're still red to me, so...
They're yellow for me, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, right?
These will be pretty quick to go through because they don't spawn anything, and they don't teleport.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like my two most hated things in a mob.
Oh, I know, eh? I fucking hate those worms, man. The ones that burrow
Oh
out in the
yeah,
desert. Fuck, they piss me off.
So annoying. When you got enough people there that you can kill them really fast, they're great because they're respawn so quick. But oh my god, they're a nightmare to farm.
Yeah.
Especially as a warrior, you just get so tired. You're like, come on.
Sure. However long. What's that, bud? Sorry.
Oh, nothing. It's just jibber jabbering.
Okay. Oh.
There's a runic
One
orc.
of those fucking runics.
Yeah. This might be kind of shitty because of that warg, but whatever.
We'll be alright. Yeah, you take like no damage. So.
It's my combo hits that actually like do anything to them. Like I do at least double the damage. Holy shit. Got the mag going on me. There we go.
This one's hurt a little more.
Whew.
Holy. 657 XP.
Good XP on them, that's
God
good.
damn.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Whew. These are probably the last one. This is probably the last one we can get because I think the that's all PvP area, so the stuff in there is going to be like level 20.
Oh, okay.
See if you can maybe just shoot the runic warg and pull him. At least that'll give us a little bit of time to damage deal him before. Oh, we're okay though. That's fine.
Oh, here we go. Another one.
Jesus.
Wee. That's right. We should be fine. Got my AoE heal down now.
Sweet. Whew.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn. Gonna be sore. Fucking no jerking off for you for a week.
Yeah. It's gonna be some limp-wristed left-handed action. You want a wisdom ring? See if I can...
Is it more than plus 10?
No.
Nah, I got 2 on at the moment.
Yeah, I think plus 10 is probably the only ones they have, but
Yeah.
I'll
Thanks,
throw
all.
that somewhere. Yeah, no worries. Jesus. How to make yourself feel overweight in one easy step. I got a bunch of stuff I need to break down.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I got like 52 blue scales.
Did you do the all the catfishing quests and stuff like that?
No.
Oh man, those were a grind to get through, but that's where you use the scales. Hey, Luca.
Oh, really? The fishing ones, right?
Yeah. Just give me 1 second.
Ruin it, guy just spawned up.
Oh, sweet. Let's get him
Yeah, no
quick
worries.
before we have too many spawns. Ooh. Luca, you need to adjust the emoticon filter thing. Filters out pretty much everything. Make it a little bit more lenient. Also, I said emoticon, which dates me instantly.
Oh,
Sounds good. Whew. Yeah. We'll stroll back through here. There's another one right there, actually.
oh shit.
Sweet. Oh, there's another one.
Sweet.
Test it. Sweet.
Well, I'm 15 soon at this rate.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Ring of luck. Nice. So now I have 100 luck, which is interesting because with one equipped, I got 75.
Oh, wow.
50
Got another
with
ring?
Yeah. So each
Right
one
on.
of so the ring of luck is 25 luck.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting hearing myself kind of play back through your sound because you can hear like
shit.
no, it's okay. Like with the like the voice in the game, I don't know if you've noticed like the pitch changing it does, where it's like the connection causes it to go like faster. Or
Yeah,
slower.
I know.
And it's funny when you hear it do it to your own voice, and you're like, well, I don't sound like that. All right,
funny.
let's go find some more of them Vulps. Those are easy kills.
Yep. Yeah, I think I only need like another 5 or 6 of those runics.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, when somebody else pops in, get them to test it. I'm sure it'll get tested on its own, but and I think you could probably change the rules message to, what is it, 10 minutes now? Just change it to 20. It's not that big of a deal. Damn it. Sounds good. As long as it's like reasonable, I don't really care. I just don't want it to be super like invasive, so that to the point that people are like, well, I can't even say anything, you know? Whoa. Hey, perfect. We need elk. Oh shit.
Sweet. There's another one over there.
It's hard to hit
Wow.
combos on these guys. They like the leg height or something messes with getting combos.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
It'll probably get better as the game
Hover
is out
elk.
more.
Hover elk. I think they just in general need to do some like hitbox refinement, but it's overall not too bad.
True.
I don't think there's anything spawns over this way, so we might as well walk back.
Okay.
Sounds good, Luca. See you in a bit. Hang on, let me see where I'm at for numbers here. So mostly elk and stag, but bulbs as well, and you still need a couple more runic wargs, eh?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I can always finish that up after. We can focus on yours. I don't mind.
Doesn't matter. I'm getting close to a level myself, so I figure I might as well just grind with it until I get it, right? This is good XP for me in here still.
True. Sounds good.
Here we go. You went down quick.
Yeah. I'm not even doing damage.
As long as you're getting credit for it, that's all that matters.
True.
What damage is your musket at?
Holy. 398.
Yeah, so if you really want to get like a better drop, grind worms in the desert in that like back area where the like world boss spawns. When there's tons of people in there, you can just basically go in and heal people and whatever, and the drops you'll get from that can be huge. Like I got a 1,000 damage sword out of it. It's pretty crazy.
What?
Yeah, I think it scales to my level. I don't think I actually do 1,000 damage, but like, it's
No.
It's pretty cool though.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. People won't mind if you just tag along and auto either?
No. As long as you're like helping out in some way, like if you're just healing, it's all good.
Sweet. I know there's a bunch of those runic ones on the top of that hill there.
I think they're tough though.
Yeah, they're purple to me.
Yeah. So this guy's gonna pull anyways, I think, but we'll see what happens.
I should hit 15 anytime.
Nice. Oh, I did get a drop.
One over here.
Yep. Oh. Hold this one. That's actually okay.
Yep.
Nice, congrats.
Thanks, man. I wish it would show how much my healing hit for.
Yeah, there's definitely like I wish you could just adjust and be like, show me healing numbers, show me like check boxes, you know, like, and then the people who don't want to see that stuff can just turn it off. Oh, I got a bag back here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, I will. I'll talk to you when you're on, dude. Later. Ooh. Yeah, you know this game's addicting when half your stream is people who play the game, and they're just like, "Oh, I can't wait to get home and play."
True.
Let's see if there's maybe one more back here.
Okay. You're streaming?
Yeah, I stream for about 4 to 6 hours every day. It's pretty good.
All right, on.
I think I'm currently at like a little over 100 hours into the game, and that's been a blast. I'm just like, I haven't loved the game this much in a very long time.
Oh, I hear you. I got that same feeling. It's like last time I had that feeling was World of Warcraft. Like,
yeah.
I got just over 100 hours, I think, too.
Yeah. I think as far as like VR goes, it's pretty tough to beat this.
Oh yeah. We might be able to get these guys.
Yeah, I think if we can maybe pull both of those runics at the same time. I'm hoping we get the warg with this guy. Yeah, perfect. Oh shit.
That's all good. They don't hit me too hard.
It's funny because like certain enemies will hit like so hard, and if you're playing a support class, you're like, I can't survive out here at all. But then other ones, it's like totally manageable.
Yeah.
I think the main problem for me is consistently hitting combos in here because they all get so close to you. It's tough to hit the combos as a warrior.
Oh yeah, I hear ya. One runic warg spawned on us here.
Okay.
To your left.
We'll finish this guy off first.
Yep.
Perfect. Knocking out a whole bunch of them right away.
I'll take it.
And getting that bonus XP. Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, this is the last one I need for quest.
Oh, you're good now, or just this one?
Just this one.
Okay.
Oh shit, I got one behind me. That's why I'm taking damage. That makes sense.
Oh shit, they are on you, man. Just keep healing yourself.
Yep,
My time's almost up. Ah, shit.
Oh. Shit.
Let's see if I can survive this. I'm gonna say probably not.
Shit.
Oh shit. That's funny. That's a case in point of of why support class is important. As soon as you go down, I'm like, oh no.
What the fuck? Why? Strength good on a musketeer?
I'm not. So every class it affects it differently, and I'm not really sure. I'm gonna say, strength probably is like damage of your regular bullets. I don't know if it would affect the magic ones. Just gonna prepare here.
I just gotta.
Oh. Just had a load screen there.
Yeah, so this weapon's 501 with 68 strength on it.
One thing I did discover is that the implicit stats are worth more than the same value of like say you had a 1000 damage weapon. If you had an 800 damage weapon with say like 50 into whatever, like maybe strength or whatever, that 50 into strength is worth like the same as the 200 into damage. I don't know the exact value, but that's what it feels like. I did a bunch of testing.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I'd imagine I would want like intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna try this out. We'll see.
Just gonna grab a drink of water real quick here, and then I'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna grab a sip of my mop too.
Oh yes, the quench is real. All right, what do I have here? I wonder if I can sell these rotten, smelly fingers. Oh yeah. I keep that obsidian.
Not bad.
Alrighty.
Should I sell some of this like too many scales and whatnot on me?
I'd split them. I'd keep some of them. If you have some in your stash, I'd say just go for it. But if you don't have any sitting in your stash for your fishing lures and whatnot, then I'd just sell a bunch of them. Split your stack and sell at least half of them or something like that.
Yeah, I have like 100 of each in my fucking stash, so I'm just gonna get rid of them.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's just weighing me down. I got to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're unlikely to run out of inventory space. You're pretty likely to run out of inventory weight.
Yeah, they give you enough of that. All right, I'm good to go here.
Cool. Alrighty.
So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just need Vulpes, Elk, and Stag, so hopefully we can find a ton of those.
like the lower west.
Yeah, where we were finding those elks before, that's perfect. We're getting elks and vulps right in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather get the experience route rather than go to like Wenderwood or something to get it.
Yeah. And I think for the...
That's fucking cheesy.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing, like, if you're going to have to grind it out anyways, you might as well get something decent for it and not just, you know, smashing some enemies that are
I'm
meaningless.
kind of pumped to see what strength does.
Like I said, I think it affects, like, the damage, but it might be, like, critical hit or something. I don't know. Oh, damn load zones.
I was critting for 270 on autos.
Can you pull that guy down, or is he going to be bugged up there?
That one's bugged. Fuck, if I could hit him.
Oh yeah, they're both bugged.
Man.
All right. Worth checking.
Yeah. I found an area the other day, but like I don't know how to get to it now.
We could check up on the hill over there.
It was a camp full of runic guys.
Yeah, I know where that is.
To me.
I know where that is. The only problem is the runic guys will be really high level. I don't know if there's like vulps up there or anything else. And that's what
I'm pretty sure there were mainly vulps in that area, but I'm not 100% positive, so I don't necessarily want to go find out.
It could be wargs too. I don't know. There's a lot of
yeah, exactly.
But we'll go have a look. We'll see if we're going that way anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. What the fuck hit me?
One of these stupid sprites.
Yeah, it's definitely my auto damage. Because I'm hitting, my crits are for like 355 and they were 270 before.
Oh, nice. That's a good improvement.
So that's good. That's a big improvement, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it applies for my turret as well.
Ooh. I have a feeling on Musketeer, Wisdom is what would apply to your turret, because that's what applies to my my combo or my special. Maybe it wouldn't be your turret.
What the fuck is this thing, man?
So strength is my combo. That's what it affects on my weapons. So on yours, it's probably like maybe it's like regeneration
does it
time
say
of
in your
orbs.
logbook?
No, I had some people in my stream look it up for me the other day. I wish it said in the logbook, but
oh, okay.
No hand holding allowed in this game. These guys are brutal.
Should we kill this thing, or is it gonna destroy us?
I would say just run. That thing's gonna murder us. Yeah, just run.
Oh no, my turret's feeling it. I'm getting out of here, man.
Oh, there's another one of those.
Don't be running to me. I'm gonna be pissed.
No, I think it's good. We're out of its range.
I'm not losing speed.
Hey, it's the little Mexican kid.
Guy. What up, Sanchez?
Hola. Yeah, up here. So we'll just see what's see if there's anything. I know there's tons of runic wargs, but oh wait a minute, is he?
Sorry, bud. That guy had some dope ass armor.
Yeah, it is pretty dope. I wonder if that's the stuff you get in the wilds.
Yeah.
You can go in there for like PvE, but like you lose like all your good like reagents and stuff you're carrying. So you gotta like prepare when you go in there, get rid of all your like consumables and stuff.
Oh shit.
We had a pretty fun time discovering that.
No doubt.
Thieves, I see. And yeah, tons of runic wargs. These are all silver stars for me, though, I think.
Yeah, they're not looking friendly for me. I don't want to get close.
Yeah.
Like, fuck them. I do want to find these vaults, though.
Yeah, I'd like to just find a big pack of them things. They're like pretty easy to handle. I want to do a bunch of them.
Yeah, I hear you.
No dice.
Huh.
Oh, I wanted to check. Can you mine these?
Yeah.
You can. Fuck.
Fuck's this guy?
Oh yeah, he's got some quests. This is where you get the spirit quest shit.
Oh shit.
That's a pretty neat quest. I can help you with it if you want. You gotta drink some hallucinatory stuff. We'll go and you gotta.
I can't even get a quest from him.
Oh, you get it. I think when you advance the main story enough, it unlocks it. That's one thing I didn't realize when I first started playing. The more you advance quests, the more side quests it unlocks.
Okay.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I still need to go take Commander Fathis' letter or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go.
I just wanted to do a bunch of grinding. For some reason, I have the most fun just like grinding with a bunch of people.
I like doing the quests, but I find I'm often underleveled for them, so I don't get the enjoyment out of them that I would if I was a little higher level.
Yeah, exactly. I was having that experience. I find grinding in this game reminds me of like EverQuest Online Adventures, like for the PlayStation, like way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like similar graphics too, which is funny.
Yeah, and it's funny too because like people will pop into my stream like, "Oh, this game doesn't look like it's worth like the $50 or whatever it is," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you have to keep in mind there's like an immersion factor, right? Like it's not just about the way it looks; it's about the way it feels."
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's just it. Yeah. Oh, it's like it's RPG, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to explain to some people. You have to try it.
Yeah. Well, it's like Dwarf Fortress. It's like the most complex RPG ever made, and it just looks like an ASCII chat thing. It's like no interface. Let's maybe try to the right over here. There might be some up on this hill here.
Sure.
I know there's like 2 more areas we could check. Otherwise, it's basically just going to be that central little valley there. There seems to be lots of the like stags or elks or whatever. Oh yeah, here we go. Where the hell did that come from?
Right?
He must have had a disconnect. Ain't no thing. Soul Tie's a beast. Another ring, eh? Shit. He's gonna come back in back. Oh, dude.
I don't know if you can hear me, man, but my game crashed.
Yeah, no worries. I survived the guys down there.
Well, that sucked. Game crashed.
Yeah, shit happens. I get at least like 2 crashes a day.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Huh. An elk over there.
Oh, 2 of them. Yeah, sweet. This will be good.
Ooh. Yeah, even my turret's hitting for more damage.
Yeah, like I said, I think it probably affects a few different things.
Yeah.
You can look it up exactly what it does. That's one thing they don't keep like secret or anything, but
Ooh. Nice to get a shit ton of these walls.
there we go. Every now and then I get the high latency thing pop up above my bar, and I'm like, what? Everything seems to be fine.
That's weird. That's weird.
There's
Oh, that's
three.
something else.
There's 3 of these things up there. If we can pull them, they might be bugged. Shit.
Yep. That sucks.
Yeah. I don't know if I've actually gone around this way. I think this just loops around that side, but I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It's kind of tough to navigate some of the areas at night because you're like, where am I?
Yeah. Titus, enough.
Is your dog's
I
name
don't mind
Ty?
the dog. I don't. What's that?
Is your dog's name Ty?
Nah, it's Titus.
Okay. My friend had a dog named Ty that was like, it lived to be like 23. It was like completely blind and like
Holy.
it was in pretty rough shape, but it lived a long time. Oh yeah, it's just the tree things back here. I remember this area now. Excuse me.
Go fuck that thing up.
Those things are brutal, man. Okay. Oh, there we go. I see a fox up there and a deer over there.
Up to the left.
Yeah, looks like we got a few different respawns here.
There's another one down there too.
Maybe it's just because they're eye level, but when those deers came up to me, I was like, damn, like, I really noticed the noses on these things, like they're really sticking out. I think it's just because they're eye level. Man, I got another ring of meditation. Jesus, I'm just gonna start breaking these things down.
Oh, wolf just fucking spawned behind you. Or vault.
Oh, cool.
And there's another tag down there.
Oh, yeah, there's one over there. Just shoot him and pull him in if he's not coming.
Yeah, I got him.
Sweet. Oh, he despawned.
Oh, fuck.
Too far. I think maybe if we just do like back and forth through here, we should pick up most of the stuff we need. Cool.
Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes.
Okay. We'll just grind until then. Avoid these annoying wargs. Yeah, I think it's just wargs back here. Yeah, it's just wargs back here.
Right.
That must just be that first little area there.
Or there are more like distinctive areas of certain like mob types.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I don't even really think there should be wargs in here, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's plenty of wargs in the previous area. No need to recycle that enemy throughout.
Yeah, Hello. I'll be up in about 5 minutes. Oh no. Oh fuck yeah, you did. I'll go there right now. About 5 minutes.
That's perfect.
Alright, bud, I'm just gonna call it now.
Okay, cool.
Say fuck it.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's good playing
Thanks
with
again,
you.
man.
Cheers.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Take it easy.
Yep. Boom. Oh shit, I should have shot that guy a fellowship invite. Ah, fuck. Is he still around? They need shit. I always do this. They need a like a recently played with or recently grouped with thing. Something like that, you know? Fuck, I always forget about that. Anywho, I got killing to do. Yeah, I can kill that thing. If I can get there in time. Come on now. Spooky tree man. For the longest time when I was playing, I couldn't figure out what that sound was. The like that you hear walking sometimes, and it's those fucking things spawning in like that. Super annoying. Where the hell are all the vulps? I don't need that many more, and I think I can handle taking them myself. As long as I don't attract anything that spawns out more enemies, I should be okay. I haven't even really had much of a need to use my super, so that's good. Oh, sweet cracking of the knuckles. So good. So yeah, since I'm pretty close to finishing this up, I'm just going to grind through, finish it up, and that should, when I turn it in, give me enough XP to level me, which will save me a little bit more grinding, and then I'll feel relatively comfortable to join in some people on doing the desert dungeon. I think it's 17. I should be somewhere within the range of acceptable. I don't think it's a level 20 dungeon, but it might be. And if that's the case, I'll find out real quick and be like, oh, shit. So, ain't no thing. Damn, are those better than what I have? Yeah, right. Alright, let's put those over there. Break this down. Put that down there. Cool. The other thing that is nice about doing this is I'm ending up picking up a pretty decent amount of rune mage reagents and gear that I can break down and sell. So making back a little bit of the money that I spent upgrading the fellowship. He did. Alright, what do we need now? 3 more foxy things and a bunch of Elkenstag. Cool. You know, one place I didn't check where there might be some is around the back on the top ledge. We had done the bottom section, but we didn't actually go exploring through that top ledge. And, well, I feel like the enemies in there are going to be a little bit more tricky. I think they are also going to be a different type. I have a feeling there's a lot of runic wargs and whatnot in there, but only one way to be sure. Oh man, there are a ton of runic wargs. This would have been a pretty tasty little area to grind in earlier. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that fucker. You think if I attack him, I'm getting that fucking tree bro with him too? Okay. Please do not attack me, tree bro. Oh, why isn't this working? There we go. They seem so intimidating, but they're like weaker than the foxes. It's a little bit disappointing, to be honest. They should come in and just trample your ass to death. Hey, thank you, Stimvinch. Stimvinch. That kind of rolls off the lips, not the tongue. How's it going, man? I am a level 16 warrior and a level 7 mage, but only because I haven't really been using it for combat, and a level 6 musketeer. Yeah. I mainly use my mage for teleporting and stuff, but eventually it's going to be my alt class. I just, for now, am focusing on getting my warrior up to 20. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like playing the warrior. Like, a lot of people complain, like, oh, it makes you tired. I'm like, I like it. It gives me a little bit of a workout, and it's pretty engaging. I just wish there was a bit more feedback when you're hitting things. Ooh, I need that, but there's a lot of crap around there I don't want to kill. Alright, we'll go back over there. Yeah, I'm just currently finishing grinding up a quest in here. I don't have too much more to do, and turn that in, and that should get me up to 17, and then I'm going to see if I can posse up a group to try the desert dungeon. I'm not too sure if I'm still going to be a little bit under leveled at 17, but we'll see. In a sense, it's not necessarily like a thing that's going to give you good damage. Oh, shit. Alright. It's hitting combos consistently. Let me explain. Watch my damage numbers. Now, no matter how fast I hit, they're going to top out at about 227. Whereas if I start hitting those combos, 1300. 1300. It's the combo bonus that makes that hit worthwhile. And it's because I have a sword that gives me combo bonus. So here it is 1000 attack, but it's plus 84 strength. And that strength bonus translates into, for warrior, extra combo damage, basically. So I wouldn't say it's a one-to-one thing. It depends on what you're running for gear. If you're using just 1000 damage weapon, it's not as big of a deal, but those combos still give you that bonus. It's just how big that bonus is what will make the difference. You kind of have to test the weapons out and just see how they respond to combos and whatnot. I had to do that earlier on, but it's not so bad now. I don't know if I'm going to survive this one. Yeah. What? This guy's been sitting here for like 2 hours. No, 2.5 hours. Since I signed on, that dude has been right there. I wish this game would log you out after inactivity for so long. Hit once at the start and wait 3 seconds. Oh, no. No, it doesn't. I see what you're saying, Rascalot, but no, it doesn't. Yeah, I can. Maybe I'll just kind of fuck around in here for a little bit and give you an idea what it's all about. I assume you don't have a whole lot of experience with the game, but I'll show you some of the basic symbols that they have in the book and then what those translate to. I've never been good at casting that basic fireball, so I'm not going to do that. It's like this is Greater Frostbolt. Oops. Affliction is a damage over time thing. Just as a matter of interest, because I don't think it's in my book. Maybe it is. This is the next level of affliction. Oops. A little bit off there. Magic is pretty darn finicky. Ish. And you'll find some days you're really on with magic, and some days not so much. Today it is not being kind to me. There we go. So this is a higher level of affliction. Mana shield is pretty straightforward. It is a mana shield. As you can see, the little status icon there. Fireworks is just a fun thing to do. It doesn't have any actual practical use as far as I know. Oops. One of these days. Woo-wee. I think I got a good feeling about this one. No. Oh yeah, you got to be super, super fast. And yeah, I would recommend checking out yesterday's stream. The end of the stream was the stream basically trying to explain to me how to cast a spell that I'd never seen before. I just knew it existed. That was pretty funny. The magic is like, it is very difficult to be a battle mage. I'll get to it, but Jesus, this is taking me a while today. I'll get it. Okay, hang on.
Right.
Limber up.
Let's go do something else. Oh, well, those
Yeah,
runic
That
wargs.
sounds good. That's a little ridiculous.
Come on. Do your thing, girl. There it is. So that was just a fun thing to do. Arcane Ray. Oops. Oops. Arcane Ray is a steady stream damage thing. You can aim with your hand, obviously. The base Frostbolt, I always have a problem with this one too. There we go, I got it. I showed you Greater Affliction. No, I did have it in my book. Greater Fireball is, well, something like that. The higher level version of that is a little something like that. So as you can see, the higher level spells get into a 3-dimension thing when you get them, and when you don't get them, you don't get them. So a lot of these spells you wouldn't. That was a crit, nice. This is just a greater version of the regular fireball, which is, well, that's a greater fireball. Ice Lance is a follow-up you would do. So basically, you would cast Ice Bolt, then the creature would be frozen. Then you cast Ice Lance. Come on. There it was. So when the character's still frozen, you would then use that, and it does a great deal of damage. Pushback can be a little bit tricky. Not that tricky, apparently. So that's it's a knockback. It doesn't really do too much damage. A higher level of that one, I have some troubles with it, but we might be able to get her first try here. For whatever reason, this one is just really tricky for me to get. For a lot of people, I think. Actually, from what I've observed. Sorry, Rascalot, I meant to answer that earlier. There is a mana shield, which is the closest thing to a healing thing that I've discovered. Decurse also helps. Basically, it's going to stop you from taking a lot of damage. Damage over time stuff. But not really. They're going to add in a cleric class, probably, from what I understand. Oh, come on. Not right now. Basically, from what I've read, they're thinking of adding it in the next couple of months. There we go. This is pushback 3, I think. And then let's give the ones I did yesterday a whirl. I managed to get them first thing today, so. Oh, snap, y'all. What's up? This is a high level Ice Bolt. And then what was the other one I did? Oh, yeah. I don't know if this one's going to work. No, I don't think so. If your angles and lines aren't clean. There we go, a crit. That one's just a light spell. I'll just leave a light in the air. So that's like outside of teleportation. That's about the extent of my knowledge. I will teleport in a little bit once I finish grinding out some quest stuff. I love that in this game, your subclasses have their own levels. So when I change from wand to sword to musket to bow, they all have their own level, and they're all their own class based on what weapon I'm using. I think that's pretty awesome. No, it doesn't work. That's like, yeah, no problems, Tim. Yeah, if you stick around, like I said, probably within the, let's see how many I got left to do here. Not that many, but I will do a teleport spell as well, just so you can kind of see how that works. So I'm complete. 2 more foxes and a half dozen elks and stags. That's doable. But yeah, so once I finish up that, then I can head back where I'm going to turn this in, get my XP for that, should level off of that, and that'll be a perfect time to show you a couple teleportation spells. And there's also a resurrection spell. It's super complex. I haven't spent a lot of time learning it. It's kind of on my to-do list, but I figure it's not a big priority until I'm focusing on my rune mage class. Right now I'm focusing on warrior. These things are annoying, not because they're strong or anything, like you didn't do any damage to me, but because their hitboxes move with them when they leap up like that. Which means hitting combos is a lot harder. Whenever you see that red kind of splash on the screen. Like I do, my combo is left, up, left, right. When I do that right swing, you'll see like a of like red. That's my combo successfully hitting. And anytime you see me do a right swing and that doesn't happen, it's because the hitbox moved or I missed the swing or whatever. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a grindy quest, but it's kind of nice to just get it out of the way. That's kind of one of the things about this game. There is grinding. It's kind of unavoidable. But when you play a class like Warrior, it's fun. It's just, you got to think of it like, oh, I'm just getting a little workout. And with Rune Mage, it's practice more than anything. It's not that you're like grinding. You're literally practicing to be better at casting those spells because they are not. Playing Rune Mage is not easy. Times it 430. Okay. And I think that's actually one of the most interesting things about VR, like RPGs and VR combat. There is a level of actual like player skill. Obviously, the extent of that player skill can be limited by the game's mechanics themselves, but yeah. I don't think it is. I think it's only on the Steam store, but it is compatible with both Rift and Vive. I've played with people who use both. Oh, what up, though? A little bit tangled up here. Ooh, finding a ton of like stags and elks or whatever they call them in this game. Give things different names, and it's like I understand the reasoning because it's like that's a warg. That's not a wolf. That's a warg. But I think of it as a wolf. And the foxes are called vulps. And I mean, that to me, that just sounds like a Swedish person saying wolf. So, I don't know. Or maybe not Swedish. I don't know, some Norwegian thing. Anyways, the creatures in the game have unique names, which is kind of neat, but also kind of just annoying because everybody will be like, oh, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm looking for wolves. It's like, what? I don't know if I need this for anything, but I'm gonna get it. Knight's Tier, hey? Oops, sun is finally coming up. My word. It certainly does take a while. So that's like, I got on 2.5 hours ago and it's been dark this whole time. So it's like 3 hours from when the sun sets to when it rises. Insanity. Oh shit, don't kill that thing without me, bro. You can see my combo isn't registering. There, it did there, but... And you'll also see a chunk of their health, like, quickly go down. Whereas, like, every other chop will be like, doop, 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 doop. Just like that. I'm gonna see if I can recover my grave without aggroing. This should be interesting. Oh shit, I got 2 of them on me now. That might have been a bad idea. There we go. Hey, Farsty, you're welcome, man. I am playing a warrior right now. I'm level 16. I was just showing some magic and stuff. A little bit earlier, I have a level 6 musketeer and also a level 7 mage. But right now, I'm maining my warrior. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. I love this game. They all have kind of a unique playstyle, so I mean, you can have fun playing anything. The rune mage is most definitely, without a doubt, the hardest, but you practice at it and you get good. As the saying goes, get good. Ooh, I need that. Yeah, if you got any questions about the game, just let me know. Gives me something to talk about while I'm grinding. Come on. Oh no. Fuck. That dude will murder me. Oh my god. Dude. So uncool. Oh well. I like how these little like boxes dig in the ground. I guess I keep calling them foxes because that's what they remind me of, but I think they have more in common with like a coyote. Straight up stab this elk in the ass. Oh no. Here's another one. What else to eat? Cool. I need 3 elk and 4 stag, and I am done. I'm gonna kill that one now. He's not near that Leshak. Is this an elk or a stag? I think this one's an elk. Dude, his mouth was right up in my grill. I can try and get this guy without aggroing that Leshak. Maybe if I can pull him without attacking him, yeah. Get him back just far enough. Something's attacking on me. I think I might just be stuck in combat. That is a bug that happens in this game. It's just a thing. You go like that, and then you're good. I had the foresight to put in a button to get you out of combat, and I think that is pretty cool. They didn't need to do that, but they did. And they could have just said, oh yeah, just log out and log back in, and it'll fix it. And it's like, yeah, it'll fix it, but it's annoying when you can just hit a button and it fixes it. I appreciate that in a game. Dude, this guy's killing all my elks. Wonder if I can mine this one. Yep. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to just walk back over there, I think. Yep. I think that's one of my biggest problems with some of these quests for the Noah's Ark quest line. It involves going to a specific map area. Right now I'm in the Lucian Plains? Lucian Plateau? Lucian Plains. Maybe it's Plateau. I don't know. Lucian something or other. And this is a fairly big area, and you have to kill all kinds of creatures that spawn in this area. And I'm fine with that. It's sort of meant to be a longer quest that you would do while you're here. But the problem with it is when you get to you'll see lots of wargs everywhere in this level. And, or zone, I should say, everywhere in this zone. And, you don't see a lot of, say, elk or stag. And so you're kind of forced to go to two specific areas within this zone and kill the 2 or 3 that spawn there every time. And I honestly find it really fucking tedious because the rest of the stuff, like I said, you're gonna get it anyways while you're doing quests and stuff in here. But every single Noah's Ark step in the chain and every single area has had at least one type of enemy like that where you're like, God, I gotta just keep farming them in this one spot, and it's super, super dry. And I'm down to just those last things, and they're not hard to kill. They're just I have to keep running between here and there, hoping that I pick up what I need along the way. Thankfully, I think I only need one more elk, but I need a bunch of stag, and the stag spawn even less than the elk. So, I mean, I'm down to only needing about 4 of them, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's a big enough deal that I'm like, man, I could sit here and I could continue grinding this shit out. I could chip away at this until I get it, or I could be doing other stuff in the game. And because it's early access, you do hit a certain point where you're like, well, I want to complete these steps in the story, so that I can actually advance the main story, because you have these side quests you got to do to unlock the like sort of final step in the story, I think. I don't know for sure. I haven't gotten there yet. Maybe it's not the final step, but you basically are like, you're forced to effectively do these quests. And I'm cool with that, but it is the spawn rate of these specific enemies in these specific zones and the numbers you must attain of them, which means that in every zone, the last thing you're going to be looking for is always the one that spawns the least. And it's like, just take the amount that I need to do of those down. Like, I should have been done this quest, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes ago. And the only reason I'm not is because these stupid stag and elk. And, you know, I had the same thoughts when I was on the previous step fit and the previous step. This is a relatively high tier zone. But yeah, I mean, there's a few odds and ends that I have complaints with about, just like how the quests are laid out, or how the spawns are, or, you know, the locations of them in the zone. Like, there's some zones where it's like you have to go and do this relatively low level quest thing on this side of the desert, but to get to that side of the desert you have to go through like all these difficult enemies, and like either you basically sneak past them or kite them or whatever. As a low level playing solo, there's no way you can actually fight them, and as a result you sort of end up suffering in terms of like actual XP you're getting doing these quests. Like, yes, you're getting the same amount of XP for actually doing the quest, but you know what you'd be getting extra for farming it if you were playing in a big group is quite a bit different, because you could play above your level quite a bit easier when you're in a group. So the game definitely is not as much as they say like you could be a solo player. I don't really think it's super viable. I've been doing okay because I have a warrior class that I've been leveling, and you know, as a result I can throw my shield up behind me and basically strafe akimbo to get through tough mobs and stuff. Whereas if you're a musketeer or like a rune mage, you're going to have a really hard time doing that kind of stuff solo. That being said, it's pretty easy to find parties and stuff. I don't think it's necessary for grinding out. Like, these quests are kind of dull. They're the kind of things you want to do by yourself and then do the fun stuff with people. Like, yeah, the dungeon. I'm actually really hoping 17 is enough for me to do the dungeon. So I've been dying to try out that third dungeon. Oh. Ooh, huzzah. I think that might actually be a stag. Yeah, it is. The stags are a little bit smaller. That's what I need mostly, so... Man, I'd be getting rings of meditation like nothing in here. So many of them. Alright, I think I'm just gonna I haven't noticed any stags spawning over there. They do spawn in here though. So I think what I'm gonna do is just hang out in here until I get my last few. And then we will be golden. Two more stag. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Maybe I'll feed my little dragon. He's been a good boy. I love the way this little thing jumps around. I wish. I don't think it will. I think it's kind of just a little cosmetic pet thing, but it does breathe fire at things that you're attacking, which is pretty cool. I hope one day I can use that thing as a mount or something like that. That'd be awesome. On stags. He's gonna get himself killed. He dying? He did. What's this guy doing over here? Is he fishing? Dude, that is so weird. So that dude was just like sitting in the ground just like that over by the graveyard over there, and now he's sitting in the ground just like that over there. Not fishing, not doing anything, just sitting there. I wonder if these enemies won't spawn if I'm standing here. I'll walk over there and then walk back. Just basically need to get to the despawn range of them, which should be like here. Yeah. Whoop. There we go. And hopefully one other one will spawn in. One more. Come on. Fuck. Alright. We will make the long, sad walk. No, actually, you know what? I'm just going to kill some stuff over here. It'll spawn in eventually. These guys are red, so they might be a little bit tough, but... See my little dragon breathing fire? Good boy. Yeesh. Come on. This is the worst part of grinding, when you are right at the end and you need one thing and it just doesn't want to spawn. But once I hit that freaking stag in the snout. Do stags have snouts? What do you call it? What's a deer's muzzle? Muzzle, maybe? Anyways, when I hit him in the face, I will teleport somewhere good. Somewhere far, far away from this place. And get some XP. And these things seemed like they were spawning so quick before. And now it's just like nothing. I don't know if my presence in the immediate vicinity affects their spawn, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the wargs and the bulbs, so... Well, I will run down and around the corner. That seemed to make them spawn before. Shit. Kidding me? You kidding me, man? Get real. Get wrecked. I think that's one of the best things about playing Warrior. You get to smash shit in the face. Feels good. And if you're tired after, you're like, yeah, because I earned that shit. I need a custom John Goodman emoji for when it feels Goodman. I'm gonna have to look into that. Oh, no. Fucking false alarm. It was a warg. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Oh, Big Mike. What's up, dude? Just grinding, waiting for my one last mob that I need to kill to spawn, and the motherfucker just won't spawn, and it's painful. Oh, nice. D&D Sunday. Everybody has D&D Sunday. Mine is Saturdays. Basically. I mean, it is like... Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Oh, shit. Welcome to Daddy. Come on. Yes! Fuck this quest. Alright. He is in the main town. I will use my teleport spell later because I can just teleport home for this. Cool beans. Cool beans. Alright, let's throw some shit in my chest. I have... what was it? This stuff. That'll give you enough space in your damn chest. You know, like, why isn't there more slots here? I wonder. Maybe it's just bugged and maybe there is a slot there. No? No. What a crock. Put these fucking dirty old man fingers in there. So I'll put these in there too. How much are these? 39.1 pounds each. And all my old rings. I guess I'll put 2 of them in there and keep these 2. I would have been doing way more damage had I been running my wisdom rings instead of my luck rings, but I want good drops, so I'm going to keep rocking those luck rings. What's my quest say here? Return to Hunter Dern. Yeah, I know where this guy is. Time to get paid. You should.
Fucking blast.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, I know the.
No, I don't analyze my own
Yeah, you should be
behavior.
hearing in-game music. I turned it down a little bit, but you should still hear it. Hang on, let me turn it up and see if you hear it. Hello. What's up, dude? Hi. What are you doing? What are you working on? Oh yeah.
Just learning some new spells.
Oh yeah, arcane bomb. That's beauty.
Yeah.
You need help
I
with
just figured
any?
these out about an hour ago.
You trying to figure out any in particular that you're struggling with?
There's one polymorph. I'm not sure how to do that. I think it's like an X.
Yeah, you got it.
2 lines.
What I do with it is I struggle, but when I do it as a single line. So I'll start and here, just step inside me. I'll do like a start. This is one single stroke. And so do it as like a single.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I seem to have a little bit more luck when I do it like that. And I would say, just make sure. So I noticed with your line there, you went a little bit zigzaggy. I would recommend when you do it, just try to keep it straight and go wider than you think you need to. Like make it wider than it is, like more horizontally wide than vertically tall. There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
High five.
All right, take it easy, man.
You too.
All right, time to get paid. Oh, I better make sure I switch back to... There we go. Sweet. What now? Dude. Oh, God. This one is going to be brutal. 18 of each foul beast. Ugh. Yeah, this one's going to be difficult. Congrats, man. All right. I'm going to come out here and I will do... And the music kind of cuts in and out in this game sometimes. I am going to head to the desert. I think this one's like an F and an H. So I'm going to show you how you do portals in this game. First of all, you need a Rune Mage reagent to successfully do it. And you start by drawing this symbol. And you want to go real wide. So that starts your primer. And each location that you teleport to has 2 symbols. You input them one at a time. And voila! Ah! Now I'm in the desert. So as you can see, you will see these stones out in the wild. And what do you know? It's got the same symbols on it. I don't know. You get banned from Twitch. This is what the rest of the symbols that I have look like. Ooh. Something like that. So yeah, I keep this little journal because it is a lot easier than trying to remember all of them off by heart. And eventually you start to remember some of them anyways, so... It's not too big a deal. Alright. Now that I'm a big boy, and I can hang with the big boys, I'm gonna go ask for help. Because that's what you do. Looking for more to do shard dungeons in high step. Actually, let's see who's online. Not a lot of people. Sunday, not a very fun day. Bwah, bwah. So I'm going to go over to a top-notch farming area over here. It's all like level 20 stuff, and usually there's a big pack of people there. I could feasibly solo farm a lot of the stuff in here. But if you really want to get that mad XP, you got to party up and get the XP bonus you get from chaining kills. And just go to town. I may need to go ahead, switch out to this shield. This shield gives me more tankification. I can tank harder. I don't know. It has more defense. And then the round shield gives me higher DPS. There's a guy right over here. That guy died. Well, here we go. Hey, guys. Damn. Nice. Hey, would you guys mind me shooting me an invite? Hey, Franny. hell? Oh, behind you. Might as well get some XP bonuses here.
Ooh, some longbow. Cool. Finally have 1,000 attack.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see how much more this does. Oh, watch out.
Oh, yeah, that's good damage.
Now, see, now we're pulling 2. It's a shitty thing where we can check that out.
That's okay.
I want to pull 3. How tanky you are. I definitely can't take 3.
I think I can handle it.
Here, watch out.
I just got my level a little while ago, so definitely noticing a difference.
Yeah, it's crazy. You jump like 50% HP each level.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh, where'd he go?
I am not too sure.
Decent.
There
Oh,
he
he's
is.
right here.
Sweet.
Watch out. Got my ult, I'm just wrecking here. Here, watch out, RPG. 75% of the damage.
Yeah.
I got 6 from that. I'm just trying to figure out how the XP system works.
Well, when you're in a party, you get, if you look under your bar, you've got a 1.6 stack.
Yeah,
That's
they're-
from comboing them up.
Yeah, that's max. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out damage-wise. So I did 75%. Like here, I just got 416. How much did you get?
613. It depends on what level they are compared to you as well. The other thing is,
okay.
you'll notice, even though you haven't leveled and they're the same level, eventually you'll be getting less XP.
Yeah, you get.
And it's I don't know if it's just because you're like,
I think 0's a little stupid. I think it should be like 5.
yeah,
You should be able to farm shitty ones, but it should just take you forever.
yeah.
Shouldn't steal that from them. It's rude.
Whatever.
I'm just
I'm sorry.
poison. Yeah, right. There's enough XP to go around. These things spawn in 10 minutes.
So many.
I was coming here to do a quest, but I just,
What quest are you on?
it's XP. Chudkatet.
Oh yeah, I
for
have
the
that one
Brotherhood. I
too.
have to go travel around and find 10 places. One of them is just right here at the Diluvian Cube.
Oh, interesting.
Takes it off. Yeah. There's another one up at the top of the mountain of Matt where you talk to what's his name? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Marcos.
You go in a tunnel to get up there. Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I think I'm.
There by the Diluvian Cube. I think most of them are. Oh, watch out! Oh. I like that here. Just on the other one. There. Some might die, but yeah.
Oh.
I'll be back. Or I guess we won't be back.
Maybe. See if I can. Oh, 3 is too much. Too much! Hey, thank you.
Sit here.
Sorry.
Hello. Are you okay?
I'm good. Thanks.
What's up, Sparrow?
How much? Going on, buddy?
Okay. I am going to move through. Oh, shit. Hey, I was just gonna head out. I'll give you a hand killing this one though. I did survive though. That was crazy.
Nice to die. Got a healing potion.
I ended up getting a last minute heal from him over there, and that was enough to get me through. Oh, there we go.
I gotta start putting healing potions on there.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things I always forget that I even have them. And then it's like afterwards I'm like, oh, why didn't I use that? All right, take it easy, man.
I always just wait for it. Well, there will be a better time to use them.
Yeah. Yeah, see ya.
Alright, well.
I think he seemed a little bit disappointed that I was leaving. I know that Alphabet is one of the like bigger clans in the game, and they kind of feel a little bit like inclusive, you know. And I know that all the bigger clans have different like different roles. Like they like there's like a one clan that does like potion aging and selling potions. There's like one clan that's kind of like world bosses. That's like their whole thing, like their end game content. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna try and work my way over and around to the dungeon over here, and just hopefully I can find some people who are just roaming into there. Hey, Refugee? Like a play on refugee? I do have cables to my Vive. They'd be hanging off me. Woo-hoo. And my link box is down in the corner there. So all this stuff in here, except for these pyramid head motherfuckers, is green. Which means I am mostly over leveled for this area. No worries, man. No worries. I feel like those channel rules still pop up too often. What do you think, Robin? Yay? Nay? They're not too bad, I guess. Oh, man. This dungeon's wild, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there and have a little look-see. Oh yeah, you gotta spin this one off. This is fun. Shit. Fucking dank as fuck in here. Oh boy. So these guys are all yellow. How much damage are these guys doing to me? Pretty decent amount. Well, let me just see how much damage I can do here. So with my non-DPS shield and no healer, I'll do okay damage against these guys. I'm gonna definitely need a healer, but so let's just have a little look-see. Oh, you can't see the book in this light. Hold up. Hold up. Time to use my new spell I learned yesterday. Oh, come on. Can't see shit down here. I didn't mean for it to go that far. That's too much. Ah, shit! Thankfully, you don't lose any durability when you're down here. Alright. So, if those guys are yellow, and they were all yellow, that would mean that they are one level below me. So this is actually a level 16 dungeon? 16. So that actually makes sense, because the first dungeon was level 8. The second dungeon in the jungle was a level 12. That's 4 levels, and 4 more would be 16. So there must be one more dungeon after this, or a planned dungeon after this, I guess. But that is pretty neat. So I do know now that I'm kind of in the right range. I think those guys might be maybe... no, they're yellow too. So all these manticores are yellow. So I have a feeling that I'll be okay throughout the lower section. However, if this dungeon is like the other ones, as it progresses, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I'm assuming it'll be level 18 by the end of it, not including the bosses. The bosses are always a boss level, which I don't really know how they factor in because they're kind of quantified as something different. Okay, let me just double check on social again and see if there's anyone with a group. No, there is not. Of course there's not. Why would we have that? There's no reason for that, right? Wow, I got another one of these, eh? So this one that I have is 1084 220, 1096 intellect. Yo, somebody help me out. Do a little Google for Orbus intellect and Orbus strength and tell me which one I want as a warrior. I believe intellect is my combo damage, and strength is maybe like my base damage. I don't know. Got 1 minute until my thing cools down. I'm going to teleport back, and I'm going to go and test on some testing dummies. I have a feeling int is what I'm going to want because I hit my combos relatively regularly. However, strength may be more beneficial to me. It might give me HP as well, which would be cool as heck. No, I have not tried the wireless kit, by the way. Sorry about that. I meant to reply to that earlier. I want to. The, what is their name? I think they put out their first prototype, like, late 2016, maybe early 2017. TPcast. So yeah, there's definitely because they announced at CES that their upgraded version of it, which I don't know what that means.
Okay, I'm hanging up the phone. Hold on.
Oh my god, so many people. Okay. Shit, this training dummy doesn't work for my purposes because it dies instantly. If I'm recalling correctly. Yeah. Fuck. Why is the training dummy up here where it's quiet and there isn't a million people? Why is it, a single hit thing? Alright, let's try this guy out. This one's a level 20, this is what I want.
I died again.
Have you ever managed to pass a
No. I know what it is, but I just don't know how. I just can't get it. At least I think I remember.
I feel like about the same.
A lot of it has to do with the fact that you're not actually drawing straight and the dirt plane. So you have a 2D plane that you're drawing on, but then once you actually look at the side of the clip when you trigger it, it's actually like all out of whack.
Yeah, exactly. Also, is there like a specific way you're supposed to like draw these? Like, I've been level
Usually
1.
through what? But if you've already done the beginner,
Yes, you do this with the other weapons, and then you switch over to this weapon.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna go with. Int.
Huh.
Keep that though.
my hand's too shaky for this, I think. At least for right now, because I don't know, I keep them all caffeined up and shit.
I still wish you didn't need a thing to do the restoration, because I have it down by memory at this point. And then it says you need the region. Where do you get the regions?
You can farm them from the fucking red tails over.
Oh my god. Okay, so I think the difference between the strength and the int at this level isn't really that substantial, but if you get a crit bonus on your combo, it is such a massive blast at the end that, like, you're not going to get that crit every time, but when you do get it, it's going to make up for the rest of it. And the strength one seems like it does a little bit more damage overall, but it's not terribly huge. I'm still going to keep my luck rings on because I still need to get a few more drops. I need to get a better helmet and better gloves at this level of 410 or whatever, 490. And in the meantime, I'm going to break these down. Put these ones in here. And I take this shitty armor out, break it down, and put this in here. This is like my backup gear in case something goes wrong critically at some point. I will still have what I need. I really need to get a new wand. Okay, so yeah, that's my starters. Does it even do any extra damage? No. Okay, so I'm going to sell those. What else I got? Fishing stuff I'll put in here. Oops, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. This is for making fishing lures, if you haven't seen me do it before. This guy's over there. And where am I at? 33 of 45 weight. That's a lot better than it was. And one thing I want to test is swapping my luck rings for my wisdom rings. Wisdom should give me more combo bonus, so that's what's up, Luca? So that should be pretty handy as well. So let's go give that a test. Alright, so let's double check the damage we're doing here. So 859 off our combo regularly.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be that big of a difference, to be honest.
Oh, we just got Rex.
Oh, hi.
You know, just fucking tackled
Hey, man,
us.
you got a healing word?
No, I don't need healing. I'm a bitch.
Yeah. Why don't we just grab? I mean, we only grabbed 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to find. I remember that. It it basically like a little tree sticking out of the ground. It was like black. There was quite a few of them. Yeah.
I am going to head back and set up a LFG for doing the dungeon. Hopefully I can find some people to do it, because that's the point that I am at now. I don't know if that registered or not. I don't think it did. There we go. Progress is good. So I finished up the Noah's Ark Lucian Plateau, and I hit level 17 as a result. I got a new sword that has intellect on it instead of strength. I compared the two, and I think I like the bonus that strength can, or that intellect can give. I got 2 rings of luck, so my luck is up to 100 now. Each one of those is 25 luck. And yeah, I'm basically ready to go and do the dungeon in the desert. I was just here, but I'm gonna head back over. I'll set up take a quick little break, go grab something to drink and whatnot, and then I'll set up my my LFG post. The dungeon might be pretty tough to do, but I think as long as I've got healer, DPS, and mage, should be okay. I think I can tank it. It might be nice to have another tank. I'll just put the ad out for everybody, and whoever responds. That way I get a better chance of actually pulling somebody in. Yeah. It'll be nice because I've got 2 quests that are in here. So not only will I be getting the actual dungeon XP, I'll also be getting the 2 quests. And who knows, maybe just from doing this dungeon I might get myself up to 18. That would be pretty wild. 2 levels in one day. Woo-wee! Okay. I'm going to take like 5, and when I get back, hopefully we can get a group together and dungeon up. Alright, 1 minute, y'all. Whoa now. Whoa. Craziness. What is going on? Ooh. Sometimes I worry about you tracking. I worry about you a lot. If you got that It reference, you go ahead and you give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, so first things first. Huzzah! Very good. Oh. We can do farming, farm. Okay, activity. Dungeons, desert. Need tank healer, DPS. Create the listing. There she be. Woo. And now we wait. So how y'all doing? Good? Feeling good? Feeling great? Feeling good on a Sunday? Lazy Sunday? Woke up in the late afternoon? That group is looking to do something different than I'm doing. This one is Dungeons in the Desert. That's the one I got. That's me. Aeon. Yubi is doing Dungeons in the Rainforest. He's doing farming in the desert. That means he's over by the worms, chopping and slashing. And this one's Aberrations in Greater Lamavora. So currently I am the only Dungeons in the Desert listing. So if anybody wants to do Dungeon in the Desert, they got one place to come. It's me they want. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have to play a pure tank in this unless I pick up another tank. Nobody's online. Nobody is online. I mean, there's a few people, but I haven't played with these guys in like forever. And that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll do... I don't think anybody in the Fellowship is really at this level. Maybe. Let me just shoot a message. Hey, if anybody in the Fellowship wants to do the Desert Dungeon, I'm looking for more to do it. You'll need to be about level 16 or so. I'm not holding my breath. I ain't holding it. I won't do it. I should put some potions on my belt. What? Level 2 warrior? Bud. You're so underleveled. You're like 15 levels underleveled. No dice. I don't care what alt you have. Send me one with what you got. I don't know what is going on. What the hell? Their chat overlay thing is so horribly broken. Sometimes it works and it's like flawless and you're like, oh, this is great. And other times you're like, how could it have ever gotten this bad? I feel like... I don't know. Whatever. Yep. A fellowship of babies. Come on. I need to like mass delete all of my messages. Can I do that? Poke. Why does this not fucking work? It's highlighting. I can't even type a message to this guy. Hang on. Let's do the only sensible thing. Hopefully logging back in will do the trick. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Sometimes it's broke as fuck, sometimes it's fine. I don't know. Nope, still broken. Yeah, I would say 90% of the time it's broken. We may have to wait to do this. I don't... I wanted to stream for another hour or so, but... You know what? Fuck it. Let's close this down. And, what's my cooldown like? Yeah, okay, good. We are going to learn how to do a damn resurrection. So just give me 1 sec. I'm just going to Google it, because this one will be probably too hard for you guys to describe to me. So, I know that this is about a three-step spell, I think. So it's similar to the teleportation. This one is actually considered a ritual. Okay, so... Okay, let's put that wand on. So what I need to do is basically a symbol like this with a line like this. Then I need to do a up, over, down, up, over. So that's the second symbol. The third symbol is kind of like affliction, except it has like an A up here and a circle with a line through it up there. So that's the third symbol. Whew, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking down like through my nose hole here. I can kind of get this. So I think I can do this one quick now that I know what it is. It's just going to take a lot of practice doing this one, I think. First step. Second. No, failed. Interesting. So, kind of curious. I think it's that the positioning of the A and the E that might be getting me. But I don't know. Let's try this again. keep saying A and E, but it's like A and O. Alright. So something on that last step is getting me. Pretty consistently getting these ones. Huzzah. This actually isn't really that hard of a spell, it's just remembering it. And that's kind of tricky. Hey, and a Pokeball! So did that use up a reagent? I think that does, yeah. So I only got one reagent left, so I don't want to successfully cast this one, but that last part of it is what's going to get me, because I have a problem with making this thing the same size. What I mean is, like, equicentric. Like that. That's not even equicentric. Whoa! I forgot that that's what that spell was. That's what it needs to be, though. I'm gonna need to be, like, consistent on that part of it. I think that it's gonna be a little bit more forgiving on the A and the Pokeball. Problem with this one is that it is so much easier to draw the A and the Pokeball when it's big. But when it's big, it's easier to fuck up the dimensions that you want. I gotta figure out a trick for doing this one that's gonna be easy to replicate. I always seem to be off-centered with it. That's... These are some bad-looking ones. When you go big, it's like it is very difficult to keep it where it needs to be. I'd say that's about as perfect as I'm gonna get it ever. I mean, beyond that is gonna be difficult. Hey, Flame Kraken. If the Pokeball, do a lowercase e but close the circle. Ooh, good point. That'll help me be a little bit. Oh, oops. That might work. That might help me keep it centered too. Good tip there. I think the key is just going to be making sure that I actually make it connect. I'm just not sure how finicky it is going to be about that. Like the A is pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't think I have any problems with that. It's just whether or not that line being straight is an issue. So I may need to like really focus on getting that. All right, let's try this. Going big. That looks pretty good. I think my main problem is still gonna be. Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be an issue. Well, I mean, I've only got one reagent left, so what I'm gonna do? How much money do we got? We got some money. Maybe we'll go buy some reagents. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'm just gonna run there. And I'll run over to Guild City and check what the pricing's like. Have I got a deal for you? Maybe I'll just keep checking that. And eventually I'll luck out and somebody will be like, oh, we need one more. We need one more tank. We've got the perfect group. We just want to fill it out with one more tank. And I'll be like, I'm your guy. I'll be your huckleberry. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Like, the thing is with doing any kind of, like, I don't know if I'd call it end game content. It is level specific, not end game. The world bosses may be a bit more end game, but with any of the stuff that's going to require you to form up a group, it's always going to be a little bit more difficult to, you know, align with everything. The first week I was playing, I found it pretty easy to just literally walk up to the dungeon, the first dungeon, and be like, hey, y'all want to help me? And I think, just given how long it takes time, like, I've been playing a lot. Like, I put in bare minimum at least a couple hours a day. More often than not, it's 4 to 6 hours. And in that time, I'm getting quite a bit done a lot of the time. And for people who can only play a few hours a week, it's going to take them a long time to get to end game in this. And so I think it's going to just take a while until people get to that level. Because there is this week, there's been a whole lot of what's up? Whoa. This week, there's been a whole lot more people playing. Basically, every time I sign on, it feels like there's more people. But today, I think it's a slow day for a lot of people. Not a lot of people online. It's Sunday, though. You know, people are at dinner with their family. My parents abandoned me, so I'm good. They didn't. Not really. They did retire, though, so they're gone. But yeah, the biggest things with the spellcasting is... The biggest thing with the spellcasting is angles for sure, and it seems to be like the proportions, but I think that ties into angles more than anything. Like if somebody says like, oh, draw that wider and it'll be more successful, the reason it'll be more successful isn't because it's wider, it's because it's going to have the correct angles as a result of being wider. You know what I mean? $250. What a ripoff, bud. I ain't paying $250 for your reagents. $164. Pah! Please. I could never. Nothing for sale. You must be joking. Okay, so with the A and the O... Yeah, so with the A and the O... This is actually one that's kind of interesting, because there isn't really a whole lot of spells that are similar to this. Fireball 3 would be a good example. So, okay, I'm going to show you this just so you understand what I'm talking about for sure. Not what I wanted. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Okay. So what we're doing is this. More or less. A and an O. Now, there's a few reasons why this symbol could fail. One, that's easier to show in game, I guess. One, you've got a space difference between these two that isn't the same. We're more or less centered here, but these lines are not all equal, and the angles are not all equal. These tails have some curves. Like there's a number of reasons this center part could fail. This one could fail because you have a little tail coming off there. You've got a tail coming off there. It's not centered. This one could fail because maybe there's not supposed to be a loop in that A. Maybe it's supposed to be a single, you know? And another reason why it could fail is that this is too close to this. Meaning the A is too close to the fish. So I think it's less about the size of them and more about how far they are. Let me show you an example here. When I cast Fireball 3, that's Fireball 2? Yeah, Fireball 2. So when I cast Fireball 3, oh shit, this one's probably gonna fail. Oh, it wouldn't have, shit. When I cast Fireball 3, when, this is what I need to do. I need to draw this, and I need to draw this, and then I need to connect it through the back in a 3-dimensional loop. Now, that works. When I was testing this, more or less, this is basically what works. I don't know if it for sure will, but when we were testing it, trying to figure it out, one of the things that I do every time I find a spell with multiple parts to it is figure out what in that spell doesn't, like what matters. If I move this here to here, if I change the size of this, one at a time I'll go through things and rule out what matters. In this one, what ended up mattering was not the size of those circles, but the distance of those circles. So, for example, if I do the same thing like this, it doesn't work. It's the same symbol, it's just not as wide. And so I don't know if in that case if it has to do with the... What's up? I don't know if in that case if it has to do with... Ooh, 140, not bad. With the angle of the circle, the size of the half circle thing, you know, like in the back, or if it's to do with the actual distance. I think it has to do with the distance. That makes sense? Well, that's what I mean. There's a million different ways you could interpret. Well, not a million, but there's a few different ways you could interpret what is mattering there. But the long and the short of it is you can look and say, like, that matters. That distance matters. Whether it's 199, you must be joking. You don't even have what I want. That guy's broke. Alright, so I can buy a couple of these reagents anyways. I think this guy had a pretty good deal. He was about on par with the other guy. 140. Before I do this, I'm going to go and sell to the apprentice blacksmith my shards. Oh yeah, 100%. It's unforgiving, but the thing is once you learn the spell and you understand what it is and isn't working, it makes a whole lot more sense.
The War of the Dandelion? If I stand in the water, does it make it to the grate still, or does it kind of keep spilling on me?
It's on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the sword play it does have its combos, but honestly I think the biggest thing is like it's limiting. Like you're really only going to use the one combo, and that's it. So every time you attack, this is what you're doing. Endlessly. Left, up, left, right. Left, up, left, right. That's what you're doing because it does the most damage. Especially if you've got a sword that's like geared towards that. Boom. Oh, I like that sound. Boom, boom. Boom. No, I'm gonna save my 295 in case I need to heal. I got some reagents now, and that's cool beans. It's cool beans. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I think it's more of a. So this is the rub on that. When you're too close to the enemy, it is hard to get the combo off. But an enemy isn't gonna just be like, well, sure, just go ahead and chop me up. You know, they're gonna move away from you or whatever. They're gonna attack in at you. They should have a tactic based thing like that. Like they're gonna avoid taking more damage. So it's like you could understand why they would do that from that point of view. Is that the developer's intent though? Is another question. So I don't know. Up with a downswing, so it'd be like, wah, chop, left, right, wah, chop, left, right. I think there should be multi-string combos. It should be like this. It should be like left, or no, wait. Sorry, hang on. Yeah. Left, up, left, right, left, down, left, right. And then like left, right, left, down, or something. Like a 3-part combo that totally, flows together, that if you nail it, you do like a huge bonus. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna take this little thing for a spin. Get off in the desert. See what's what. I'd be okay with if they didn't do different things, but they had a different visual response and like a stacking bonus. So it would be like when you hit those 3 combos. Obviously it wouldn't be that quick. It would be like, anyway, something like that. Making sound effects. I do think I am with you on that. I think that there should be more combos for things. There's one that is for gaining aggro. There's one that's for slowing enemies. There's an AoE, and there's a DPS. But at the end of the day, the only one worth using is the DPS. So, you kind of have to wonder, should I blow my horn while I'm on here? Yep. A jank ass fucking horn. I'm okay with them having different roles for different classes with like subclasses within Warrior, but I don't feel like there's any viable way to play the Warrior except as a pure tank or a pure DPS. And if you're playing a pure DPS, you're only going to use that DPS attack. If you're playing a tank, the only attack that's going to do any damage is the DPS attack. So it's really all you're going to want to use, right? Like, there'd be no benefit to using anything else. Exactly. The hamstring shouldn't exist when you have shield bash. I wish there was some cool combo stuff like pull out your sword, flip it over, and jam it into the ground for a real AoE thing. That's like, like a paladin style. And I think it would be very, very cool if they did do sort of like a team buff paladin style character for the for the Warrior, because it wouldn't really require any changes. It would just mean equipping a certain shield, and then all of a sudden you can do certain things like, which is super cool. You can't tell me you'd be like, oh, I'm a badass. Hold up, y'all. Bam! And it like quakes the ground. Like, that would be so fucking cool. Sword throwing too, like daggers, fucking pull out a dagger and an axe axe throwing class where you just go like this and you throw axes. There's so many cool things they could do. Oh yeah, pommel throw. So good. Yeah. The final boss in the jungle dungeon, it's like up on the roof. So you, as a tank or DPS, are in charge of the ground adds in between waves or whatever. But when it comes to damage phase of the boss, you're just like, fuck me, I guess. Guess I'll just stand here and fucking do nothing. And that sucks. No class should ever be in a position where they're like, there's nothing I can do. You could at least be able to buff other players in some way. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, look at that little hover dragon. Is Scalagrim a book series or something of the sort? Or what? What is that? I am r/out of the loop. Ooh. I think I'm gonna mess around with my lighthouses and see if I can tweak my tracking a little bit. It's been kind of buggy this week. Oh, yes, I have seen that. Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. There's a lot of... It's funny because, like, there are so many... there's so much, like, mall ninja shit on YouTube. Like, let me show you about the correct way to use the Daikatana. And I can't get behind that. But when somebody knows their shit and is pretty interesting and can tell you about the history of a weapon, as well as the correct ways to use it and the ways not to use it and stuff, that's kind of cool. You know, the ones that I find the most interesting are the guys who are longbow experts, because the longbow is like insane. And the people who are good at it, they'll just like pick up an arrow and be like, and like straight up nailing bullseyes back to back to back from like, I don't know, like 150 feet away, 350. I'm not sure what the range is on a longbow. It's got to be like 150 feet though. Oh no, I can't. Oh, there we go. Whew, that was a close call. I almost didn't get off the airship. That airship's broken as fuck. This guy's still nothing, man. When is this guy's quest gonna update? I'm gonna have to like finish the game and then he'll be like, oh yeah, I just forgot to pay you is all. It's all about that DPS. Nobody ever wants to play healer class. They all just want to play DPS, you know? Alright, where are we at here? Farming in desert. Well, since I'm going to be just kind of killing time, unless people say they want to do the dungeon, I will head over to ye old farm location and farm some worms. It's a pill that gives worms to ex-girlfriends. You just don't get it up here. I love Kids in the Hall. It is the greatest piece of Canadiana ever. Okay, so all of these worms, pretty much everything in the desert, save for the triangle heads and the main worms back here, are green or at best yellow for me now. So I'm like 2 levels above most of this stuff. The stuff that is back in here is level 20. So those can still mess me up something fierce. But I'll see what I can do. you guys.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much. Just doing some farming. You guys in a party?
Of course. Actually, we split just so that we can only be pulling one.
We got 3 here. I can tank if you guys want me to pull.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. That works.
Just watch that one behind you.
Sorry, guys.
Where did he go? Oh, shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Damn. That went south.
Desyncing the whole
It's all good. We had a guy in chat yesterday spamming some virus shit, so put in some tight security measures. Handled by top men. Top men! Yeah. If Tugboat Ron says anything, it's just an automated message. Look at that, my horn is stuck on my hand. That was kind of neat. That's like a me IRL post. Fuck.
Oh!
Okay, don't move. Don't move.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, right here.
Yeah, you.
Oh, that's weird.
Right there.
Okay, there. Yeah, you.
Hey, thanks, Flame Kraken. Ah, so close.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Hey, can you guys hear me still? Oh, good, they can. Just getting the clapping sounds. So, I just enabled the privacy thing or whatever. Makes it a little bit easier when you're just grinding. I haven't done that yet in-game intentionally. Every time I've done it, it's just been like by accident. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Whew. Not getting nearly as much XP because these guys aren't, these guys didn't want to party up. Pulling 2 worms anyways. Alright. They're on their own now. It gets a little bit tedious, to be honest. grinding away at those things. I can only do it for a little while. I've still like I got a full level today basically. And I didn't spend the whole day grinding, so not quite a full level, almost. And that's pretty good. Yeah, Oculus is going to keep going down in price. I think the Vive brand new is going to be pretty much the same price. It might drop $100. The Vive Pro, I'm guessing, is going to be about $1,200 US, not including the wireless kit. And that'll come down a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's crazy how high the cost of entry is for top tier VR experience. But I mean, you get what you pay for. I can honestly tell you, like, you wouldn't have a very hard time finding a Rift with 3 sensors at least and the touch controllers for more than like $400 tops. You probably even find one for like $300. So I think there's a big section of the market that's going to expand, and that's the secondhand VR stuff, because people who are buying, you know, like a next gen graphics card but of a lower tier are going to be getting the same experience that top tier graphics cards put out like last year. So the cost of entry is going to just go down. But yeah. Yeah, isn't that something, hey? They just like totally screw you over. Yeah, and the thing is though, for room scale with the Rift, you gotta have at least 3 sensors. Most people say 4 sensors is pretty much the optimal setup. For me, the main issue is like, so you can kind of see in my room here, my computer is down like there. And so I had to run with extension cables up to here. Now, if you're running one set of extension cables, meaning one USB and one HDMI, that's not that difficult and it's not that expensive. Now, if I'm going to run a USB cable from there all the way along, all the way around, all the way up to there and up there, that's one. Then I got to run one to there. Then I got to run one either across and up and along the ceiling and down and over to there, or all the way around, up over that, back down to there. Like that, it's like the amount of cables you need to set up the Rift for room scale is like, that's the biggest drawback for it. But if my computer was sitting right there, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, you know, like at the edge of your room, it makes a lot more sense. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting what next year's tech looks like. I'm really curious to see how they've improved the lighthouses. Oh yeah, 100%. I think the Vive tracking is just 100% better. It opens the door for more controllers, which we haven't seen yet. The Knuckles controllers are going to be amazing. But more controllers, more trackers, more sensors. Like it basically, the Lighthouse 2.0 solution is like their way of saying like, okay, go nuts with trackers now. And so you'll see the cost of like a full body tracking solution go way down. And can you imagine if in this game you could see my full body movements and what I was doing with my legs and stuff? And you could see like, if somebody was like sitting down in a chair, you'd see them sitting down in a chair, you know? And that's kind of a cool thing. And like the one thing that would hinder is when you're moving, when you're walking in game, you're holding the buttons, you don't see that leg movement, and that's fine. But when you can see the legs and you can't see them moving when they're walking, then it's like it's kind of buggy. So then you put that in, but then your disconnect of like, I don't feel like my legs are moving, You know? I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, so I am going to whoa. Okay, I am going to leave off here for today, I think. And hopefully tomorrow I'm just going to start off. That's why I came to here. I'm going to sign in. Hopefully I can just hop in, go find group, and there'll be someone right here who's looking for a tank to do this dungeon. If not, I will set up my own, and I think I should have a little bit more party members online, or friends, whatnot. So it should be a little bit easier to put together a group for this dungeon. So that would be real awesome. All right, so I will see you tomorrow, and we will hopefully tackle this dungeon. Lady, y'all.